Hello, and welcome to the Legacy of Daniel podcast. I am your host, Daniel, and this is my podcast called The Paper and Pencil Show. It is I'm calling a bit of a mini show, mini podcast inside of my kind of like my larger studio shows here that I've started. And this show is about kind of writing and just journaling, just simple type of journaling and writing, and just really trying to really just encourage people to take up that pen or pencil and just kind of get writing more, even if it's just one little page a day, and whether it's just a journal entry or you try to write a short story or you want to maybe get into something more deeper, so as a novel or become a journalist. It all just starts with just really writing, and you kind of got to find that joy and passion for writing, and try to find a true meaning, true purpose in your writing, and develop a writing style, a mentality with your writing, and just really kind of let your writing kind of become living within you and upon you, and it kind of starts dictating your character in a way and how you see the world, and your creativity starts to flourish in a unique way, and you see a lot of potential that can come from your writing. And so I don't have anything published. I do like to write a lot. I've always wanted to write a book, and actually, I'm working on writing a novel, and I'd like to get into journalism. So I've started a journalism podcast called The Treasure Post. You can check that out, and you can check out my podcast on becoming a creator and author, where I talk about my novel I'm writing a little bit and the process I'm going through. It's quite daunting, but at the same time, it's very beautiful, and that's what I want to kind of show here in this show. Keep it simple and really show the beauty that can come from writing, and how simple it can make your life, the creativity that can begin to flourish from this simple activity, and the benefits that can come from it. A lot of benefits that can come from it. And so today, I just went for a little bit of a walk this morning, and I wasn't really interested in doing a show. I haven't done a show on this podcast, the Paper and Pencil podcast, in a while. But I went for a walk, and it's snowing out. It's cold, 16 degrees, and I just kind of relaxed, did some breathing exercises, and I decided I would do a show. I saw an opportunity to take a picture, and from this picture, I just kind of started running through some ideas, and I'm going to just write a quick, just one page, snippet about it, just to kind of get my brain moving, get my hand moving, get some exercises going. And in my novel, I actually have a scene that is quite similar to the situation of I have a character that goes for a walk in a snowstorm, walks out of his house. There's tons of snow, and so this kind of event, this situation, I went for a walk. It's kind of similar to my novel, so I had a lot of ideas, just kind of going through the dialogue, the details I can bring into my novel, and so I'm just gonna kind of work on my creativity, work on my writing, and that's really the only purpose here. It's not really to make a huge entrance into my novel with something new and some groundbreaking sentences or anything like that. Just I'm just here to just write, and that's the beauty of this. And when you really kind of let a situation, the environment of your writing environment, just let it be, and it kind of nurtures something within you. You just can't let it go. It just wants to keep being revealed to the world. And so that's really the great joy of any type of creativity, is that when you kind of start nurturing it and you let it kind of grow upon you, grow within you, it just kind of, it's something that wants to continuously be nurtured and revealed. And that's the beauty of, like I said, any type of creative projects. And that's what I want you to kind of begin to discover through writing, is it is something within you. There's potential within all of us, and it wants to be revealed. And that is the kind of the key to writing. And oftentimes we impair beauty and creativity and we replace it with various forms of excuse me, compelling ideas, or we want to just copy something, or there's something that there's, maybe envy gets us, or, whatever it may be, but we put something before us that impairs our creativity and the beauty that wants to be revealed, impairing our potential to become something great through our creativity. And so when we take a step back and we do little creative journaling exercises through our own life exercises, daily life exercises, without a journal prompt or whatever, we are kind of becoming one with our creativity and the beauty and the potential that wants to become. And so that's what I want you to kind of focus on. Just write, find that beauty, that potential within you that wants to be revealed to the world, whether it's in writing, whether it's in art, music, whatever it may be. That's kind of what this entire podcast is dedicated to. And I really want you to focus on that. And so I have a picture that I'm going to try to put on show quickly on the show, and it's just basically a winter scene in my neighborhood, and I'm just going to try to write a little bit of a 1-page snippet here. It's probably not going to be very good, and that's the other beauty of journaling. Journaling is not really here to write a magnificent piece of work. It's not here to really bring out all the details and the creativity. It's really here just to start the engine, get your hand moving, get those exercises, those muscles moving, the creative muscles working, and it's going to lead to something else. And that is what all this does. The more you kind of nurture the creativity and you kind of feed it, the more it's going to grow and kind of develop within you. And you're just going to, it's almost going to become spontaneous. So when you go into a bigger project, like if you're going to write a novel or publishing something, you're set, you're ready to go. You have that foundation of creativity, and you just go. And that's the purpose of this kind of show. Again, I want you to really just pick up that paper, pencil, write, even if it's just a couple sentences. It doesn't have to be well written. It doesn't have to be something to share. It just needs to be something that gets you in that new phase, that new direction of revealing beauty that is within you, that creative beauty that wants to be revealed to the world. So here we go. Today is February 19th, 2025. And I'm looking at my picture here. It's the winter time, and the trees are bare. The road is, covered in snow. Plows don't come down the side roads too very often. Um, there's some snow banks, not very high snow banks. They're probably just maybe knee high, maybe waist high in some areas where snow is piled up. But for the most part, we haven't really gotten a lot of snow this winter. And it's cold. It's a bit chilly, 16 degrees, and the snow is coming down, and it's kind of creating that wintry landscape that can be oftentimes very, very beautiful. And it's also interesting in wintertime where you have that wintry landscape. The snow is coming down, and it provides like a bit of a dampening effect. The snow, the sounds of the cars, the highway, and kind of doesn't seems to have a lot of barriers, and with the snow coming down, and I guess you can probably go into different qualities of pressure in the air, but that's a little too much details for me, at least at this moment, for a journal entry. But yeah, then you kind of see, you got trees in the background. There's no leaves; they're kind of bent over a little bit. But so let's see what I could kind of write from this. And again, I also have a novel with the same type of situation. So I'm kind of writing with just as an exercise, just for fun. And then I'm also writing with the idea that maybe I could bring some more dialogue, details, description into my novel as I quite literally just lived out a scene of my novel. Let's see what I can come up here with. Um, so let's see here. And so here we are. My journal entry for today The Paper and Pencil Show. Leo walks out of his the back of his house and onto the patio. So as you can see, this is not something that has been edited, well thought out. This is just spontaneous writing, getting the creative exercise, getting the mind going, especially early in the morning. Be sure to get some snow overnight as his first steps into the wintry landscape disappear. So Leo's stepping out into the back patio, kind of like what I did this morning. And a lot of snow, you take a step and your foot disappears. And probably get a little more detailed here, but again, just kind of warming up the creative juices, getting the mind going, and just trying to write more. I wish spring would hurry up and get here, he said as he worked through the snow, picking up his knees up high so his feet can attempt to glide over the snow. Leo now decides to walk around to the front of his house, takes in the scenic view of the wintry landscape that had descended upon his small village town. His small village town sat upon a hill, and he could see over the valley and he could see other homes at the bottom of the valley and villages. They were all blanketed with the wintry landscape that moved in overnight. So that is a single page in a small journal that I have, and this little exercise I did from getting up, going for a walk, seeing what kind of just being out in the world, being out in the marketplace, the nature, and my creative mind wanted to bring myself to take part in that creativity and reveal it. So that's what I did, and so I encourage you to do something that could help start nurturing that creativity. Go for a walk, see what's around you, and see how you can participate in nature through your creativity and bring your experiences, events, whatever it may be, bring it to the marketplace, and really let that creativity begin to kind of grow within you. Let it blossom into something beautiful, and then keep it beautiful. Keep working on it. Keep nurturing it, strengthening it, edifying it. And we do that through simple steps. Just get a journal, start writing. It doesn't have to be well written. It doesn't need to be detailed. It doesn't need to be proper punctuation, grammar, or anything. Just get writing, and that's what I did this morning. That's what I did here, and that's what I'm bringing to this show, and I'm trying to encourage everyone to do. Just don't think that you're writing, or when you write, it has to be something perfect right before you. It could be scribbles, it could be horribly written and no details or anything, but if it leads to you writing more and becoming more creative and maybe working on bigger projects, then it is a huge success. And that is the potential beauty that you began nurturing today, and who knows what it could become in a couple of years. So see the potential beauty that your creativity can begin nurturing within you, and put a time horizon out in front of you and see what can come from it. In a month, in 2 months, in a year, 2 years, and as you do that, you can start seeing it growing on you, and you hopefully growing within this potential that wants to be revealed. So there is something great within all of us that can come to be revealed to the world. But you have to fight for it. You have to fight for your creativity. Don't fear it, and don't let anyone or anything else try to impair your creativity or tell you that it may not be appropriate, or it may not be may not be able to sell, may not be popular, or it's not correct. Just let your creativity flourish, and let beauty be your guide.